Okay. Actually, before we even start, let's introduce this. Let us introduce this. This is the first time. This is well, not maybe not a first time. We made an attempt to do
A little bit of a review.
a reaction review, but
It was a live reaction to
the Nate Robinson match,
Yeah.
and I kind of dropped the ball, big time. So this time we hired the professionals.
Yep.
Raleigh's World Media on the ones and twos. Is that what they call it in the film industry? It's not ones and twos, is it? That's music. What do they call it out here in the film industry? On the cams and mics? On the cams and mics, we got Raleigh's World Media on the
Grips and dollies.
the grips and dollies and all that good stuff. Now we got the professionals, to take care of business for us. But
Who are we reviewing?
we are reviewing today Kevin Samuels.
The infamous.
The infamous Kevin Samuels. And just before we begin, before I drop the proverbial ball again, my apologies here. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's make sure we're all Gucci out here. Make sure we got everything, properly set up.
Copaesthetics.
Bang. All right, here we go. Now we're official. Yeah. So Kevin Samuels. So with Kevin Samuels, I've been hearing a lot about him. I personally didn't know much until recently, where I saw, a few of the man them posting and kind of talking about him in the group chats.
More likely than not, you heard him from the Mandem.
I did hear him from the Mandem. I heard about him from the Mandem.
Because,
But I've been curious to know a little bit more about this gentleman and, the things the Mandem have been advising me of and informing me of. And this morning, I had an opportunity to listen to one segment, and it was quite interesting. So I decided, that's when I hit you up.
He does have some interesting things to say.
Yeah, so that's why I hit you up and I said this is what we need to do, because I think 2021 we need to dive right into these subjects and really be jerks about it too. Because I'm not gonna lie, some of the things.
Speaking of jerks, a lot of people might say that he is a jerk.
Nah, he's a truth speaker.
Oh, that's the thing. A lot of people can't handle the truth.
When you say people, let's be specific.
Therefore, they would call him jerks.
When you say people, what people are you speaking of?
Women.
Okay, there you go.
Mostly women.
So most of us men, majority of us men, probably agree with a lot of the stuff he's saying. Now, mind you, when I first heard about him, I thought he was batting them up and but he's actually quite articulate and he expresses himself in an intellectual way, which some women would probably be attracted to him because I guess they're sapiosexuals and he seems like a very intelligent.
Here's one thing that I kind of like about his approach. He's not just giving his opinion for the most part.
Right.
He's coming through with facts and figures to say this is why I'm saying what I say.
Okay.
That's why a lot of times when people try to come at him, he stumps them.
You're right. You're totally right. Because the little episode I heard today, he basically pulled from experience. The girl tried to first call him out on something oh, have you yourself done this? And he's like, yeah, I was married to one. And right there she was just quiet. But without further ado, we don't want to waste time talking about it, but we have a little segment here, and this one I think is a perfect one to kick off the year with all this pandemic dating.
Very interesting title.
Pandemic dating, and things should open up. I think this question is probably going to come up. How long should you make him wait? In the past, me growing up, I used to hear women say 3 months to 6 months. That was the standard back then.
I think the person that really made that popular was Tracy Ellis Ross's character on the show Girlfriends.
No, it was even before that.
No, but I think she really made it popular.
No, that was a common thing.
Nah, I think she made it popular.
It was a common thing. Maybe popular amongst new age girls, whatever, but like I said, growing up, I've heard it before.
I never heard I just heard people say I want to wait, but to say specifically 3 months.
No, I've heard.
I think the first time I've heard that was from Tracy Ellis Ross. But without any further ado, let's jump.
Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Let's do this. Here we go. So we're gonna stop it every now and then to chime in, but
You gonna lie to me too? Or you gonna tell the truth?
let's see what he's got to say.
What's
Like
going
a
on,
young Ray
Tamar?
Charles out there,
Well, first off, are you a
dressed sharply
You
in
have
his
children?
in his crib.
you a baby
Everyone
mama?
can hear this.
Are you like a Fantasia baby mama
Let's
or
turn
you
this
like a
up a
Brandy
bit.
baby mama? Two different songs.
I like both of them.
Okay.
So I can't put
How many children do you have?
I have one.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 30.
Are you married?
I am not. I'm a baby.
This guy looks like he's
Okay.
getting ready to serve
So,
it up. Let me just-
What my question initially was,
Just get ready
is
for
there
this.
any chance for you, baby mamas, to get a high value man? And if so, what should you have to do? What do you have to say on the subject?
So I feel like I am attracting high value men.
Oh
The
boy,
guy
here
that
we
I'm
go.
talking to, I've been talking to him for like 6 months,
Here we go.
and he is
Oh, boy.
marriage minded, and he does throw
I
out,
think I've seen this one.
questions and
Do you have a
stuff
son
about
or do you have a son or a daughter?
I have a daughter,
Okay. And your daughter's how old?
7.
Okay. So he's
Yeah.
marriage minded?
He is. He's marriage minded, and so I mean, of course, it's 6 months now, so it might be to the point where we should probably be exclusive. But he hasn't actually asked me to be
Whoa, whoa,
exclusive.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa.
whoa,
Whoa, whoa, shut
There
down.
we
That
go.
doesn't compute.
Shut down.
You're right.
How can he be marriage minded?
Error. Error.
No, we're not exclusive. Like he's made comments about me being his wife. I want you to be my wife.
Are you guys
and we're
sexually
just-
active?
No, we haven't had sex.
Okay.
6 months,
Why?
no sex. Woo.
Why?
That's why he's not trying to settle down.
She double Tracy Ellis Ross's rule.
Excuse me?
What's she saying?
I'm stingy with it. I do not give it up easily.
Were you married to your daughter's your baby mama though, right?
Baby,
Hold on.
I've sent
Hold
you
on.
guys this.
Hold on. Fully told you to pull something that we haven't watched yet, but you sent us this.
No, but I didn't know. I didn't know it was the same one when
You're terrible.
I didn't know it was the same
You're
one.
terrible.
I just saw the
You're
title.
getting
I thought I was
fined for that.
interested.
Wale's World Meal, can we put that on the books? Debo's getting fined for that. We're doing fines out here now. Debo's getting fined for that. But anyways,
Are we doing retroactive fines too?
no.
Okay.
Nice try. This guy, you're a funny guy, eh?
You admitted that you messed up on the pod.
Yeah, I took ownership for that.
Okay, so
and
then
that was-
find yourself.
But that was back then. We're not doing retroactive. Anyways, she just says she's stingy with it. 6 months. I don't think that's I think that's being Scrooge with it.
Well,
Have you waited 6 months?
no.
Would you wait 6 months?
Probably not.
Okay, so I already see where the issue is with this one. Why her whatever 6 month relationship dude doesn't want to put a ring on it, because he's probably been trying to get some over the last little while, and
He's probably getting some somewhere else.
damn right he is. All right, let's continue. I just have to stop it there. 6 months is
I've
insane.
never been married, no, but I just
Okay,
don't.
so
I know.
hold on. Let's talk about this though. See, I find it funny that women like yourself, baby mamas, all of a sudden want to get stingy with the puss after you done gave your womb up before a ring. But then you want the high value men to put a ring on it before he gets it?
So am I supposed to give it away?
You goddamn right you already did. Because here's the thing.
It's already
See, that's what I
community
mean.
pussy.
Man.
It already
your
belongs to the
vehicle
streets.
wanting brand new 2021 prices.
Listen to the
You can
breakdown.
laugh all you want to, man, but you just said 6 months. You're not even exclusive. You're talking about he's marriage minded. Where do you think he's inserting his penis? In his hand?
No, that's the thing. He could be inserting it somewhere else.
Exactly, because here's the thing. Men with options don't play these games.
Thank you. Y'all listening, right?
I'm not telling you what you have to do, but I'm telling you that if you're telling us or telling me that you've had sex with a man and had a child outside of marriage, and then you go into the dating market and telling another guy, you got to pay a higher price than this other guy did. Is the child's father in the life?
Yeah, he's in her life.
Is he a high value man?
I would say so.
Why aren't you with him?
$10,000 a month or more?
No.
Then he's not a high value man.
Jeez.
Is the guy that you've been with 6 months who's non-exclusive making $10,000 a month or more?
Yeah, he is.
So in other words, the broke womb for free, but the rich can't even get. This is crazy. It's crazy.
I really think that
Y'all heard that? That was enough, eh? We didn't edit that one in, yo. Shout out to Kevin Samuels.
Anything, ma'am. You've already had a child. See the advice that you're getting there from. Let me take it down a bit. The advice that you ladies are getting there from is from women. I'm telling you, as a man, as a high value man who have high value male clients and friends, this is one of the things that puts you in the no category. He may enjoy your time.
Yep.
He may like seeing you, but I guarantee you this: you are not seriously on his radar, because there's no way he can go back and tell his colleagues, other high value men, this story and maintain respect.
Yep.
You are saying you had a child with a lower value man, but then you're with a higher value man and you won't even have sex. You're not a child. You're 30, right?
Is she there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So why are you playing games with this sex? It's manipulation, man.
Yep.
That's what it is.
But why? It's not.
It's 6 months, ma'am. It's not 6 days. It's manipulation.
Yep. You're trying to gain control
At some point, we can get to that point.
No. You can see, and see. Here's what happened. Let me go ahead and play the magic 8 ball.
She's starting to realize that what she's done has been
to
stupid.
give it up to him. He's gonna take it and then he's gonna split. Because men do not like to be played like this.
Let's stop right there on that point, where you said her tone kind of changed. I feel like that's her realizing, oh shit, he's probably out there sleeping around now.
He has a lot of good points he's making right here.
Yep. And he was just about to say that's, if you're playing this kind of game, by the time you give it to him, he's going to take it and just split.
And I think what just happened is, to your point, a lot of people, when they do things, they don't think about how those things affect others.
Yeah.
Now she's just realizing how her actions are affecting him. He's like,
she's probably realizing all those times he's saying he's going out, he's doing this or whatever. He's probably just saying, F it. Since you don't want to... He might be cheating on her by now.
Well, they're not exclusive, so is it really cheating?
I mean, no, it's not. But he's killing things at the end of the day. That's why he's waiting the 6 months. Otherwise, he would have just bailed. He's got 6 months worth of options that he's just like, whatever. You're cool. I'll hang out with you and see where it goes.
And to what Kevin Samuel says, where it's like once he gets it, he's just gonna dip because like I already put 6 months into this. I might as well.
There you go.
Get it in.
I hope. Listen. I feel like I've said this countless times to my female counterparts, and a lot of them don't listen to these advices. This guy is articulating it a lot better than I have, and coming from a more mature standpoint than I've brought it. But it's all the same thing that I think we've been warning or telling women about relationships in themselves at times, and certain things they do to try to gain control of relationships. And I feel like he's hitting everything on the head. And you could tell by the tone. But let's get back to it. Already interesting points. I'm just blown away right now. I want to see what her response to this is.
That's it.
Yes. My guess is you've already blown this. Men do not like to be played like this. He has investments in this, so he wants to get the tail.
This was a perfect one to do for the first show.
But I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. You've heard this from Steve Harvey and all these other dating gurus, but you know what? No men follow Steve Harvey. There are no men in these audiences. And one of the biggest mistakes you ladies try to do is to become born-again virgins, wait 90 days after you're already mothers. You're laughing, but
I'm going to be celibate.
You played yourself. You said he's marriage-minded. But then you say he's not monogamous. Why would he be?
Hello? Crickets?
Like I said, stumped.
Did she hang up?
That's a question.
Oh! Oh! Woo!
Did you ever think of it this way?
Woo!
Or are you thinking of it like most women, like you're in the power position?
Just like I said.
You're approaching this like you are in the power position in a negotiation. Do you make more than him?
I do.
There you go. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Right there. You make more than him, but you had baby for a lesser man. Woo! The Godfather is certified. Oh, you made a mistake, ma'am. I get it. I get it. But let me try to help you with how men look at this. You earn on par with the high value man?
You're asking me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You earn on par with him, and he's getting less from you. How long were you with the child, your child's father, your baby daddy? How long were y'all together?
They weren't together.
Probably 4 years.
4 years. And in what year did you have your child?
We were off and on. I had my child in 2012.
They weren't together.
I don't know what that means.
They weren't together, yo. They were smashing.
What year of the relationship?
2012. Can you hear me?
Yes, but how long had you been together before you got pregnant?
About a year.
She lied. They were smashing,
bro. You've been
bro.
with him for 6 months. He can't get no coochie. You were with this lower earning man for a year, and he can get a baby.
I was young. Yeah.
Oh, see, let me stop you right there. That's not
classic excuse.
I know, but where do we go from here?
Oh, here's where you go from here. Here's where you go from here. Here's where you go from here.
Yo!
Don't this up. Playing games. You're playing games.
Yep.
And I'm trying to help you not this up. You're lucky to have somebody even dealing with you, especially somebody at his level, and you're playing games with him. There are younger women out without children out there who are not putting him through this.
Well, this is another thing, though. Exactly. He can go get it from
Exactly. So here's the thing. Can you go get another one of him?
Yes.
Okay, then good luck to that.
No.
And that's what I wanted to hear. See, ladies, this is what I need you to hear. This woman is playing games. This woman is playing games, and that's what I mean. No. This is what this woman is playing games. She's got a man, sound like a decent man, and she's slow playing him.
Yep.
And ultimately, it's because she got her own money. And if he needs something, he can go get it from somewhere else. Brother, I hope you do go get it from somewhere else.
Hold on.
Because and this woman thinks at 30 years old.
Well, that point he made right there. Because she's got her own money, she feels she doesn't necessarily need him. She can control him more than anything, is what I'm taking from it. Because if she made less than him, she would now feel like she needs him. And that 6-month window probably would have been less than 6 days. Because she would have wanted to close the deal and made sure he was happy, and she gave him. I see your point. You gave him all of that.
I see your point.
So the fact that she's making more than him, she feels like, but he's a higher value dude than the previous guy, who made far less money. Everything, all of this makes absolutely no sense in terms of like her explanation and the way she's seeing things. I feel it makes no sense. So basically, this 6-month thing has nothing to do with her morals or pride. It's more power or control. Well, is what I'm gathering.
Like the man said, playing games of manipulation.
I want to be the alpha and control this particular relationship. And I get it's probably coming from a place of hurt or, whatever happened in the previous relationship. But stuff like this contributes to the dating woes that we hear so many stories about. But this is very interesting. I think I found a new little, show to watch, man. This guy's good.
She's still thinking
should be a lawyer.
20-something. She's hit the wall. She just don't know it yet.
Oh! Man gave her a salute.
Oh, that's his classic send-off. That's his classic send-off.
What you are now witnessing is the birth of an eternal 7. In 5 to 7 years, this woman is going to become hell on wheels to men. This is going to be where all the good men, all these dusties and crusties and downloads, I can't get this, can't get that. You've heard about them on the channel. Anytime I talk to a woman in their mid to late 30s, early 40s, I can't find no good man, and then find out what? You had one, but you slow played him.
Yeah.
Remember? Months and months and months, you've heard these women had a baby early on. Well, I was dumb and made a mistake. But then you want to make this other guy jump through hoops that this guy didn't jump through. For those who are keeping score at home, for a year, she got pregnant with a guy in a year who's making less money than her. And she's been with a high-earning man for 6 months. He ain't seen no parts of the punani. He's already talked about marriage, such and so forth, but she's playing with it.
I know the man's talking about marriage and you're not even
and then
like...
you wonder why when you run into guys like this, they slow play you. Because they deal with women like this. I'll let you have the last word.
Kevin, I just really wanted to say, you know, to advocate for women like me.
Off my phone. Even better.
It's don't kill my vibe. It's don't kill my vibe.
Jesus Christ. I love this guy.
I don't advocate for foolishness.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Ladies, understand something. Don't listen to women like these.
Oh, man.
Don't take advice from women like these. Get away from women like this.
Jeez.
Right this moment, there is a mad rush in America. Apple, Amazon.
Oh, stop that commercial right there. But that was beautiful.
All right, now.
That was beautiful. Where's the round of applause?
Yes.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
Very entertaining.
Wow.
That was very entertaining.
Wow, man gave her a...
And education for some that want it. Because here's the thing. Ooh. That advice is not for everybody. But a lot of people claim that they want a high value man.
Yep.
And this is a man that not only is a high value man, but works with high value men to get them women.
Yep.
So he knows exactly what they want. He knows exactly what they want. I'm looking at the producer. He knows exactly what they want. Now, as he goes and tells people, or tells specifically women what they want, it seems like there's a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
Why?
Yep. I'll tell you why. He's telling the truth. The truth hurts. And what is the worst thing you can do to someone who's been living a lie? Is basically to tell them everything they've been living is a lie.
Expose their reality.
They're not going to accept it. Especially when they've bought into it so wholeheartedly that they live and breathe off that particular notion that this is what it is. So what he's saying is, for me as a guy, I've had those experiences. I'm sorry to say, even the little episode we listened to earlier, the same thing like he was saying, I'm just like, holy smokes, like I've experienced this. I've said this before. I've even mentioned this to some women, and it was like talking to a brick wall to the point that from that standpoint on, I had to approach the whole
dating game differently.
Completely differently, because I learned, I was burned a few times. You know, I put all my eggs in one basket because I thought, you know, it was the right thing to do. But the whole, the gaming and trying to control, I learned and picked up on it and realized, you know what, it's not beneficial. And as a man, it kind of ruins you. Because then you start having these negative perceptions. Jaded. You start not trusting women, which is kind of whack at the end of the day. But your experience is your experience. So now when you meet all these new women who you're trying to get to know, but they throw out these flags that you've already kind of caught years ago or previously, and you act a certain way to kind of shield it off or ward it off, they look at you as being some type of waste man or terrible, you know, typical black man is what they'll probably throw at you. But they don't realize it's a bunch of men like you did a whole bunch of foul-ish that I had to learn from, and I'm not going through that again regardless of what you're saying, period. And I get it, they go through the same thing, but however, I just feel like we sometimes are way more, how can I say, realistic and understanding to say, you know what, if she's been through this, I can overlook these things and still be interested in her or whatever. If we come out and say we've gone through certain things or we mention certain things, it's a dead straight cutoff. Or that you end up having to wait 6 to 8 months for some type of retribution or whatever. So I find there's a lot of game being played, but on that side of things, and again, I'm sorry, this is my personal opinion based on my experiences, on that side of things, I feel like they don't admit there's games being played, but they continue playing games while lying about the games that are being played. But you as a man that knows the game, I'm not a young... I'm not a young dude, man. Like, I've been around and I've talked to various different types of women from low levels to high levels, low earners to high earners, and it's almost relatively the same thing. I get it, but for me, I just understand how that game works, and I know how to navigate my way through that game to where I don't get burned at the end of the day. And it's almost like a survival of the fittest, which sounds like a terrible thing to say when you're talking about dating.
Thing to say at all.
But it's legit survival of the fittest. Right. I am not effing up my heart
It's absolutely right.
My heart, my goodwill, my morals for you because you want me to prove something to you or play this game that you feel you need to play when you truthfully at the end of the day you don't even know what the hell you want. All this gaming for nothing. You just heard what the guy said during the interview and what her response was. You were with a dude for a year and you gave him a child. This other man is here talking about he's marriage material. He's talking about marriage conversation. He's earning the money that you want a man to be earning, whatever. 6 months in, you haven't even given him 1 inch of intimacy. And he's working hard for you, thinking this is what I need to do to get a woman. And at the same time, yeah, Kevin Samuels is saying this, and I feel like this is why I love him, because he seems like to be the voice of men who don't feel confident enough to voice what he's saying to women. Because you know how many men
have a platform to do.
Yes. So think about the guy that she's dealing with now. He's probably looking at that like,
he was
damn.
clapping right along with you.
No, but he's probably sitting there thinking like, he's with you 6 months. He's like, fuck. I work hard. I earn all this money. I got a nice house, a nice this. I'm doing everything for you. I'm courting you. But you were a homeboy for a month and you gave him. I'm talking about marriage and you're not even like. He's probably just having twisted thoughts right now. Like, yo, you're probably playing. He probably thinks she's sleeping around on him right now. If dating was an electronic device, it would have major technical difficulties.
Bingo.
And you know what? There would be no tech support for it.
Well, Kevin Samuels is tech support for it, kinda.
I mean, it's not. So he's not really tech support at the end of the day. He's just a guy that's used the system enough to understand how it works, and he can kind of tell. He can give you the tools to fix your own device. He might not be able to fix it for you, but he'll tell you how you can fix yours, and it's up to you to go back to that device and apply what you've learned, along with what you've experienced. But you can't just take what he said and then just walk away from it like all is good and whatnot. But
This has been fun.
It has been
fun.
fun.
To do it again.
We should do this again only because it invokes the jerkish nature in I'm not sure about yourself, but
You know what? We'll talk about it off camera, but I got a good idea for next video.
all right, because I wanted to go in on this, but I know
for you guys.
for in the best interest of time, I can't really go in. But I definitely love talking about these kind of relationship and dating topics because I feel I have a shitload of insight. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't been in many relationships, but I have observed a whole great deal that I can offer input, and I think my dating resume is pretty deep too, so I can speak to that. So. But this was definitely fun. I mean, make sure you guys subscribe. This is a new 2021 Two Jerks in the Pod. Tebow and Debo.
Formerly known as, you know, the other show. Got Wale's World Media on the film industry 1s and 2s. On the dollies and...
on the dollies and grips.
Minus the L that I just took with the recording lapse.
Yeah, we're going to find him for that too. We got 2 fines in the works.
It should be 3.
Nah, shouldn't be 3. Can't retroactively fine me. Come on. That was the fines start from 2021.
My fine should be null and void since this is
2021, bro. 2021, bruv. All right. So I guess we'll wrap it up there. Make sure you subscribe, like, share.
Suggestions. If you have any videos you want us to speak on, let us know.
If you like this video,
let us know. If you hated this video, let us know. Either way, it's all engagement.
And either way, we're still going to keep doing it.
Deuces.